welcome once again to my Disney Dream Vlogs. Today's video, I want to share with you what fast passes I was able to get. Yes, the 60-day mark came and went. I was a nervous wreck and I was so scared because the last time I had to do this was over 2 years ago. I will share with you that experience up here, I can't remember where, but it'll be linked up at the top and you can see that last time, our first trip ever. But in today's video, let's get to it and tell you what fast passes I was able to get and which ones I was not. So let's get to it. FastPass day came and went. I was a nervous wreck. I don't know, tell me what fast passes you guys got. I would love to hear it down below in the comments, any tips and tricks. But I wanted to share with you because, as we all know, this is a very exciting time. We all wait for it along with our Disney reservations, our Disney dining reservations. We all know these are some of highlights or moments where we know oh, it's getting closer. So that time came and went, and just for a little point of reference, we're going in the summer. This is our first time ever that we're going to Disney World. Wait, I make it sound like we've gone, like we're seasoned veterans at Disney. This is only our second trip, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But last time, our first trip, we went in September. This time we're going in July. Actually, end of July, beginning of August. So we're missing out on the Star Wars opening, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opening. But I'm kind of glad because allegedly the crowds aren't supposed to be so extremely crazy, or who knows, because maybe everybody's going to be there because they're trying to miss the crazy crowds. So it kind of might be counterproductive, but who knows. But anyways, we're here. You guys are here to hear about the fast passes, right? So let me quit talking and let's get to it. So if you guys want to know kind of more of what we're planning and doing and everything, I also have a video where I talk about that, so I'll link it up at the top of the video. But let's get to it. And I'm going to be using my Disney, the My Disney app. So I'll be looking down at my phone. That's why you will see me look down quite a lot, because that is what I'm getting familiarized. I want to get used to using this so that when I'm at the parks, and this is a huge tip that I want to share with you guys, is to get familiarized with your My Disney app so that when you're at the parks, you're not confused, you're not crazy about, oh, how do I manage it? No, just get used to it at home. That way, when you're at the parks, you're a pro and you got this. So I'm trying to do that here. So let me go to my Disney app. I'm going to go to my plans. You probably can't see this on the screen, but let me go down. So these are the fast passes that I was able to get. And so for Hollywood Studios, I missed out and I could not get Slinky Dog Dash. Of course, that one was gone. It was taken. And I did not want Alien Stroller and Saucers. That's a mouthful. But I did get Toy Story because we love it. It was fun. So we got one for Toy Story Mania. And that's in the morning at 9:55. And we all get, remember, a 1 hour time window. So then after that, in Hollywood Studios, I got the Star Tours because we love Star Wars. And we try to get these earlier in the day. That way we can get the rolling fast pass. So that was at 11:15. I got the earliest as I could on some, as you will see. Then the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, I don't know what I was thinking, but I got this at 4:05. And then I've been trying to see if I can modify, but there's nothing left. So I'm kind of stuck with that one until 4:05. So that one was kind of oops, too bad. But moving on to our next day. So our next day, Epcot, I got, there's not that many that I wanted to pick. We all know Epcot, there's not too many choices. But for Epcot, I picked Mission Space at 9:50 a.m. And then Test Track, I got one at 11:20. And this is because, and I explained it before in my previous video, so that I don't, elaborate too much in this video. I'll link that video that I'm talking about right up at the top, just so you guys know why it is that I chose these fast passes. So go watch that one and it'll explain as to why I picked these fast passes. And so I got Test Track at 11:20 and Spaceship Earth at 1:30. And then on our next park day, which is Magic Kingdom, we got, and I'm so excited, Big Thunder Mountain at 9 a.m., Splash Mountain at 10 a.m., and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at 1:20. I'm a little bit nervous because I realize that we have our Be Our Guest dining reservation for lunch at 1:35, so I don't know how we're going to do this. I hope we can get it. I've been trying to change our reservation for lunch and remove the fast pass, but there's no luck, so we'll see how we can do that. Anywho, on the next day we have Dinosaur, which is an Animal Kingdom day. Dinosaur at 9. I know, it's, go see that video and you'll understand why. And then Expedition Everest at 10:10 a.m. And listen up, this just, okay, so goals were achieved in this day. I got Avatar Flight of Passage at 1:05 in the afternoon. Yes, I was very excited. I got Flight of Passage. So, I know everybody, has been raving about Flight of Passage and how awesome it is and how beautiful. So I was so nervous and scared about not being able to snag a fast pass for this attraction, for this ride, and that was on my mind. I'm like, I really don't want to have to wait 2 hours or whatever for this attraction, but I do want to experience it. I'm not going to miss it out because I'm not the person that gets to go, several times a year or every year. So I am going to have to wait, but I really wouldn't want to have to wait so long. So I really was hoping to get a fast pass, and I did. So moving on to our next day, Magic Kingdom again. We got Space Mountain at 9 a.m. And then we got Pirates of the Caribbean, or Caribbean, however you say it, at 10 a.m. or 10:05 a.m. And then Splash Mountain at 11 a.m. Like I said, go watch that other video, you'll understand why our selections are these. And then we have a second day at Epcot, but I don't think I made any reservations because that day we are just doing like a World Showcase, so we don't really need any reservations for that park. Plus, we're doing a second day at Animal Kingdom, which is the day before we actually leave. It's our last full park day. And we decided to do it at Animal Kingdom, and we're doing like 2 parks in one day. And we decided to do Dinosaur again, hoping that we did like it the first time, and not knowing what we were gonna pick and not being sure, we just picked Dinosaur at 9 a.m. And we got Cali River Rapids at 11:15. And for our third and last fast pass for that day at Animal Kingdom at 10:15 a.m., I got Avatar Flight of Passage. Yes, I was so excited. Yes, I got not one, two fast passes for Avatar Flight of Passage for my daughter and myself on our Disney World trip for our first time to experience it. And I'm so excited. These are like goals achieved. I'm so excited, and I want to thank my subscriber, viewer, and I hope he doesn't mind me sharing this. Thanks to this subscriber or viewer that left me this suggestion that I was able to snag this reservation twice. So I really want to thank you. It's Juan Chavez. I hope you're watching this video. It was thanks to your advice that I was able to snag these reservations. It was on the top video that you see right up. So it's on this video right here. Am I ready for my fast passes? Go see it and you'll see it in the comments. It was his suggestion on Juan Chavez comment that I followed through. I hope it was able to focus. But it was his suggestion, his comment. Thank you so much that I was able to get the fast pass for Flight of Passage. And I know it was only due to his suggestion, his comment, and if I would have done this for Slinky Dog Dash, I would have been able to snag that one, but I didn't follow with that. So thank you. I am so grateful. I know my daughter is grateful. Love it. I love it. That's why I always ask for your guys' opinion, and I love reading your comments because you guys are full of knowledge, and I love the Disney community. It's just, I love it. Anyways, moving on our last and final day, and it's actually our departure day. Oh my gosh. This is what I don't like. It's like we're anticipating our day at Disney, our vacation at Disney for so long, at least like in our case. It takes so much time to save up money and to plan our vacation and go, and it finally arrives and you're finally there, and then it just like the time just goes by so quickly, and it's like you want to freeze time, but you know, at least we got to go. But yeah, I want to be so grateful because this was only a dream, hence my name, my Disney Dream Vlogs, because this was always a dream of mine since I was a little girl, was to go to Disney World. So I had to wait over 30 years to make my dream come true for myself and now for my family, but I did it. So I always remember to be grateful for the fact that I'm able to enjoy this. But it's still sad. So anyways, I know I'm going like on a long tangent. I digress. On our last final day, which is our departure day, I asked my daughter and she wanted to do the departure day at Magic Kingdom. So for Magic Kingdom Day in the morning, we have a late flight. But in the morning, we got a fast pass for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at 9:20. And then Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at 10:55, and then for our last and final fast pass and probably the last and final ride for that day, Peter Pan's flight at 12:20. You might notice that we didn't do a park rest day, or a rest day, sorry. And that's because even though we're going back to the parks, we are taking it slow. You might want to go see this video that I'm going to link in the cards up in the video. You might want to see that video where we're talking about the differences between our first trip and this trip and how we're planning to do things differently. And that's because on our first trip, we also didn't take break, but we were hitting attraction back to back. And I'm still using the touring plan, but I'm doing it very differently. We're not hitting like every single attraction back to back. I think I was a little bit, well, this is me talking prior to my trip. We'll see how it goes. I think I'll do like a post-trip recap. But on this trip, even though we're not having like a break in between, we don't have so many things packed into one day. for example, the easiest one to give you an example of is the reason we're going to Epcot, like 2 days is, or more, like 2 days and a half, is because we've divided, I think I was more wiser in planning my my touring plan days, is I divided the countries completely in half, and the touring was smarter also in the attractions and the countries. So we're only going half the park and half the countries on one day, and then the other day we're doing the same thing. So we're taking it much more easier, even if it means going back to the resort earlier. And we are because we are rope dropping. So yeah, we're not having rest days in between, but we're also not hitting the park from opening to closing and hitting every single attraction. Like, no, we're just touring it differently. Yes, we are rope dropping, but we're not going to necessarily having the feeling of having to close the park like we did on the other days. And we're not feeling like we have to run from one attraction to the other. Like, we're taking it easier. We're like taking a gentle stroll. We're taking the ambiance, you know, because last time, I think because it was our first trip and we didn't know if we were ever going to go back, or if we were, we didn't know how many years away we were from ever going back. So we kind of wanted to do everything at once, and at the same time we felt like we didn't see anything. So now that it's just my daughter and I, we're planning to get there early, take it easy by seeing everything and just enjoying everything a little bit slower. So I hope we won't feel too tired, especially because it's going to be hot in the middle of summer. So that's why we're not having a rest day in between, but we don't feel pressured and rushed. So hopefully that helps. We'll see. We'll see when I do the trip recap. But anyways, guys, I think I've rambled on so much in this video, and I apologize. But I get so happy when I Disney talk, so yes. But anyways, guys, this was what I was able to get as far as fast passes. Have you gotten your fast passes? What is your countdown? What did you get, or what are you planning to get? So please comment all of that down below, because I get excited when I read your comments, your countdowns, and what are your plans. So please comment down below. Follow me on all my other social medias. I'm usually on Twitter and Instagram, my Disney Dream Vlogs. I love to read it and follow me around, because we're getting close and we're going to be sharing lots of fun stuff when we're on my trip. So thanks for watching, guys. Like I always say, keep Disney dreaming. Bye.